to the Knitting Samurai and Her Guys video podcast. I'm your host, Steph, also known as the Knitting Samurai, and that is a train whistle. Hopefully the train app that Ro is playing with won't be too distracting. We are home today. It's just me and the two cats and the two boys. Tristan's sleeping right now because it's Veterans Day. So I would like to say thank you to all of the veterans out there and current people doing military service and their families, and life wouldn't be possible without their sacrifice and what they've given over the years. So thank you. But here we are. Linus, you gonna settle? Yeah. He says there's an open lap. It's a place for me. So if you're new to the show, welcome. And if you're returning, thanks for coming back. Linus is a Devon Rex cat. I don't think we've had a proper Linus cat story for a while. So he is a 11-year-old Devon Rex. So they are semi-hypoallergenic cats. So I am allergic to cats, but I can tolerate having two of these. And they have curly, wavy hair. So, and big ears. And smooshed up faces. So they are very friendly, funny cats. Wow, Roland, can you turn that down, please? Yeah. Down a little more, honey. Roland, are you turning it down?
No,
Okay, thank you. So should we talk about some knitting? I have quite a few things on the needles. Which is standard for me. I always have lots of things on the needles. And Roland is 4 and Tristan is almost a year and a half. So that's not the bag I want to look in first. Nor is that one. Oh my goodness. Oh! I have to stop. We lost something. Okay. Quick trip out to the car to grab some knitting projects that got left out there. And now I have a plethora of knitting bags next to me. So first thing to show you is a finished object. This is Roland's sweater. That's a hybrid of the flax pattern by Tin Can Knits and the Anders pattern by Sword and Care. It's the construction of the flax, well, sort of. It's truly a hybrid. So I wanted the Henley collar with the 3 buttons and the colorwork pattern. I cast off right here in the middle and I could see a little tiny nub sticking out. That's funny. Okay, so it's the color work of that, and you can see, I have to say this is my 3rd finished one of these, and so this one's worsted weight. The other 2 that I've knit, and I have a 4th in progress, are sport weight, and I definitely prefer the sport weight just because the trees look a little smoother. It's I don't know, the stitches are smaller, so the Fair Isle design looks crisper to me, more definition than the squares of color like you would think of if something's pixelated or like Lego pieces, kind of like that. So, but it fits Ro really well. He put it on this weekend and couldn't get it off fast enough. It was a Saturday morning and he was playing and I was insisting on trying on the sweater. So it is ready to go for, I was going to say Halloween. It's not Halloween. It's Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I definitely need to do a photo shoot because his is blue, navy blue, which is in Dramaturg, which is Leading Man Fiber Arts. The color is Dames at Sea and Nude Scene, and so that's his. And then Tristan's is in the callback base of Leading Man Fiber Arts in Orchard Slope. I think it's a green. It's a spruce green, and then the Nude Scene. So that's off my needles. So exciting. So next, let's see, shall we keep on? I don't think I have any progress really to show you on this, I think. Yeah. So this is all I have to, oh, well, it's attached. So I was knitting another Anders. This is just straight from the pattern, knitting the 6 to 12 month size, second size up. I think it's 6 to 12, maybe it's 9 to 12. And this one is in Louette Gems sport weight, Louis Tim Sport, I think is all it's called. And yeah, is the blue. It's called Bright Blue. I got it from Webb's, super discounted, like 60% off. And they have plenty if you like this color and want to go get some. And then I'm still using the Dramaturg. Nope, not Dramaturg. The Callback Leading Man Fiber Arts Callback base on the for the cream section. So, and these are 100% superwash yarns that I'm using. I believe they're 100%. Now that I say that, I'm like, oh, here. Yes, 100% superwash merino on the Leading Man Fiber Arts. 100% superwash merino on the gems. Yeah, babe.
I'm making a passenger train.
Oh, excellent.
Because the other trains are not passenger trains.
Oh, they're freight trains? Okay. So, as you recall, I ran out of my first skein. I thought I had enough, so then I placed an order for another. And I just have this sleeve to finish. So, I don't know why I haven't been working on this, but I haven't. I've been focused on other things. There's lots on my needles. Steve took the boys on Sunday to visit my in-laws for the day to give me some mommy downtime, just quiet time to myself, and which was amazing. I don't think that's ever happened. I was alone from 7 until 9 that night, 7 in the morning till 9 at night, which to some people is like, oh, that sounds miserable. For me, it was awesome. I'm an introvert, and being able to just like shut down, not have to interact with anything. You know, I didn't cook, minimal food. I had the dishwasher running, the Roomba running, and was doing laundry. But besides that, it was just quiet here. I had the remote. I watched a Dracula documentary because I like Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's one of my all-time favorite stories. And I watched that. I watched The Crucible.
Jewish best
friends. And then I started, thanks Tish, Supernatural marathon. So I think I watched 10 or 11 episodes of Supernatural back to back to back, which I could do during the day, but once it was nighttime and I was home alone, I got a little nervous, but that's fine. I'm a nervous person. And if you don't watch Southern Girl Knits, you really need to go check out Tish. She is a laugh riot. I love her, and so many people think she and I are so similar. So if you like me, you are definitely gonna like Tish. So check her out. So you know I really like the Anders pattern, right? And I was trying not to knit anymore. So okay, I won't knit any more color work, but I'll use this construction. I really like a Henley neck for a child. It fits over the heads, and so yeah, I'm just doing it. So this is some Liberty wool that I got at Webb's. Liberty wool in the colorway, which is a classic elite yarn. This is what the skein looks like from the outside. So when I saw it, I saw a nice deep spruce teal color and a royal purple and a little bit of mustard and some gray. And inside there's some fuchsia. Okay, that's fine. When I knit it up, wow, where did this hot pink come from? And the lime green, like, it was a lot of colors.
Can you calm down? You're making it too loud.
I will try and calm down. Yeah, so there are, I'm realizing you can see my toes. Oh, that's so offensive. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, so this is very bright, but I think there are lots of little girls out there that would really enjoy this. So, little girls I might know. So I am knitting it. I've finished 1.5 skeins. I have 3 skeins total. There are 122 yards per skein. I am knitting the second, well here, hang on. I am knitting the 6 to 12 month size, so I should have enough, although I'm using worsted weight and it looks a lot wider than any 12-month-old I know. It looks more like a 24-month size, like Tris could wear this right now. So that's going smashingly. I'm knitting it with US size 6s, 4mm needles. The colorway number is 7842. It's called Pink Interruption. And it does this So it started with purple and blended down to the teal, and then the teal blended back out to the pink, to the back to purple. So interesting to me. We'll see how it goes. I'm enjoying working with it. I did this entirely on Sunday. So this was what from morning till night, I just knit on this and folded laundry. Which I like doing laundry, so that wasn't really a problem. Well, yeah, I like laundry. So that's on the needles. And then what else? I cast on another project called How Cold Is It? So these are the mittens I've been talking about. Well, I've been thinking about. Maybe you don't know how much they're in my head. And all I have is the chart. Well, they're color work mittens. I don't know if it's free or not, so I'm not going to share too much, but they say cold as F-U-C-K on them. And I'm going to either, I don't know, #CK or FUN. I need to do something because I have an emerging reader. This morning, Steve and Ro got up and Ro wanted to work on his numbers. And so they were doing a number chart. So I'm going to share that with you.
31, 31.
40.
40, 40, 40.
Then 41.
32. 33. 44.
Wow, yeah, rolling.
35. 36.
Yeah. 47.
It amazes me that he has gotten to this point. I remember when Roland was born, and now he is counting to 60, working on his numbers. Like, he's going to be reading in no time. It's amazing how quickly they develop and change. Yeah. Tristan, I was sitting on the couch. He was sitting on the floor the other day, and he's grunting, and I could see him. He's taking off his sock, and he knows I don't like it when he takes off his shoes and socks. Well, he doesn't wear shoes in the house, but in the car he takes off his shoes. And so I look down at him. Tristan, are you taking off your sock? He looks up at me. Perfect little cherub angel, little curls poking out. No. Goes right back to it. Next thing you know, he's got a sock on his head. Goofball. So, yes, this is a free-flowing podcast. I talk about... Yeah, you're way over there. I talk about things as I think of them. I have show notes, but it's a loosely based show note situation. No, you stay there. You're doing just fine. So my next color work project is the How Cold Is It mittens. And that's by Drunk Girl Designs. And they say cold as F-U-C-K or #CK or FUN. Something. I can't have it be the actual design that's on the mitten. Obvious reasons. But they are so fun that I really want to work with that color work chart because she's got very interesting, what is it called? Font on the letters. So I am using, so this is the callback base as well. And the color is Haunted Woods and Nude Scene, of course. So I'm trying to finish this skein up. And this is a really great eggplant color. So I really want these mittens. But here, look, I'm using US size 4s, 3.5 millimeter needles. They're really big. I don't know if this is such a great, I don't know. This is on probation, honestly, because I really want the mitts, but I'm not certain how they're going to turn out. I don't like knitting corrugated rib, you know, knit in one color, purl in the other. It's a great looking effect, but oh gosh, it's slow. So I'll do like 3 or 4 rows and then I'm done working on it, which I'm sure the color work when that's all straight knitting on the chart will be much better. I did finally switch and had one color on this finger and was picking and had the other one like I normally throw. And so for the pearls I was throwing, and for the knits I was picking, and it was moving along much faster. So I just feel like it's really, really loose. Like, that's huge. I don't mind it being loose on the cuff for it to fit. I thought that the more I knit, the more it would cinch in, thinking it was a ribbing, but it's really not cinching in. So I'm not sure. I might do, because I did what the pattern calls for a stitch count. I'm not sure that she says a needle size, and I know that the charts are going to cinch in. I might do 10 rows of the color work and just see how it turns out once I'm past the corrugated ribbon. So that's on the needles, but on probation while it's on the needles. And there was one more thing I need to show you that's in FO. Yeah, it's in here. So my Frankenfingers are finished, and they're not a pair. So can you see? Yeah, they are not the same length at all, but I'm gonna just let it go because it doesn't really matter. And they're going, if it's cold enough that I'm wearing these, it's cold enough that I have long sleeves on and probably a jacket, probably my down jacket of some sort. And those cuffs are gonna go here. No one's gonna see this. Tell me it doesn't matter. I'm letting it go. So let it go. This is some opal yarn in the colorway, I can't say it, but it's 8120. It's the Chef Pot line. They're 75-25 wool, superwash wool, polyamide blend. Very warm. My hands are getting warm right now. I've woven in my hands on one, but not the other. The pattern is by Elizabeth Green Musselman. Very nice pattern. So I like to rank things, give them a grade, if you will, rank projects. And it took me, well, yes, I'm sorry I'm boring you, my dear. It took me 2 months or 3 months? 3 months to finish knitting these. I don't really like ribbing. That's not a fault of the pattern, and the ribbing makes the, I have this one on inside out. The ribbing makes the fingers really cinch in and fit very, very well. And I would consider knitting another pair, short. You know, I would probably make them for my dad, cut out 10 stitches and make like a 1-inch cuff, not a real long cuff like they have for me. Because the pair I knit him have big loosey-goosey fingers, and I think he would really appreciate fitted fingers on the gloves. I would give these, if I'm saying I would knit it again, but I didn't absolutely love knitting them, I'm saying I'll give them a B+, like an 85. 85. That's not a B+, but that's a B-. Yeah, so I think this one was knit second. It's definitely tighter, a little more snug in through here, and that's probably why that one's shorter. But yeah, I just need to weave in the ends on this one, sew up a couple little gaps in the fingers, but there isn't that much, so 3 gaps right there to sew. Good project. I knit a pair of almost gloves. It wasn't that painful. I think part of it too is that it was so long between the knitting of them, although I knit the fingers in like 2 weeks. But so those are done off my needles. Yay! So, yeah. What else, Linus? What else do we have to talk about? I have been working on my Gales Art Special Secret Sock Blank in the Christmas colorway. So there's what it looks like. I'm doing a toe up 2x2 sock. I can smell my lavender. And there's some credit cards in here. I was cleaning up my wallet the other day at the dentist and discovered I had 2 cards, corporate credit cards. Anyway, I don't need them. So I put them in this bag. So there's where I'm at. I love the way the splotching, the little spots are turning out. And so here's how it's going. Not too much to say about that. I'm knitting on 2mm US size 0 needles, and I'm going to try the Box Teal by Janelle Rockwell. I have not knit that pattern, that heel pattern yet, but I'm going to go for it. She doesn't say when to start the heel, like how many inches from the desired length, so I'm going to go with my usual for just a short row heel. So I'm going to knit, I think I said 9 inches of foot, and then I'll do the heel, and then I'll keep going. So that's going on. I also have, I'm so out of order. I already showed you this. Goodness, if everything could just migrate. That's empty, that's empty. That's nothing to share. So one last thing, and that is my 3 years to build a barn. Barn raising quilt squares. So this is the pattern by Larissa Brown and Shelly Mackey. I have knit every single skein of, or every single remnant of self-striping sock yarn that I have. Right? I've knit a square with every single one. So I need to knit some more striping socks or other such things using self-striping yarn for next year if I'm going to do this. So this is a year and a half. Yeah, because I started right after Tristan was born, the July after he was born. Yeah, so I'm about a year and a half into this project. I was hoping to have it done in 3 years. I'm going for 77 squares, and I think I have 56, 52. I have either 52 or 56 completed squares. So I don't need that many more, but I do need more self-striping yarn. So this is the first one. It is, I don't remember what. I have to go look it up on my project page, but I knit a pair of socks for my bestie with this. And I want to say it has some aloe in it. Maybe it's an online, I don't know. It's very, very soft yarn. This is an opal. So I think I showed you these, or maybe I showed you them in progress, but this is an opal. I'm looking at the skeins right over there. It's part of the Little Prince line, if I'm remembering right, so I love that one. This is some Three Waters Farm. This was the Knit Girls Knit Along. I wore my cowl that I knit this past week, and I loved it. It's so soft. The colors are beautiful. It's really nice yarn. So there's that. And then this one was an easy. So this was the Colorphobia yarn, and that I had the contrasting blue. So I did a little bit of color management. Just it's a blue and then a variegated stripe, but I had a coordinating skein of the blue. So I just kept the blue stripes the same color and then let the pink ones get smaller as they normally would, or the variegated, but they mainly look pink to me. So there's 4 more finished. Woo woo! And I have a skein of, does this look familiar? I thought this is the one that I used for Tristan's blanket, which is a project in and of itself. And I would like to have a square of this in my blanket. So I'm doing that. This is also an opal rainforest. So that's it. I am knitting those on US size 2, 2.75mm needles. I lost Linus. He went to sit with Rob. So that's that. What else do I have to tell you? I think that's it. This past week was our friend Nate's birthday, and I have a little clip that we sent to Uncle Nate. I want you to listen really closely and tell me if I'm crazy. Maybe I'm the overly proud mom, but it sounds to me like after Roland and I say happy birthday, Tristan says happy birthday. So you listen and see if you hear it. Happy birthday, Uncle Nate, right? Say happy birthday. Happy birthday, yay! Oh, I know. See you when you get back. Bye. Tristy, you say bye-bye?
Bye.
You blow a kiss? Mwah. I think that's all I have for you. I hope you are really enjoying what's going on in your knitting. I know I talked about some knit-alongs, but honestly, I'm just so disorganized. Oh, it's such a... I wish I was more organized. And I know, just open a thread and do a knit-along. It's not a big thing, right? I do want to say thank you to everyone who's subscribed on YouTube. I think I'm up to around 170. So when we get to 200 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway. It'll be a giveaway based on RAV members, though. So, okay. And that's it. That's all. That's the show for this week. So I'll see you in about 10 days or so. We'll be 10 days closer to Christmas. I am not doing any Christmas knitting this year. So far, I'm not planning on it. Although I do want to knit some ornaments, so maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see where the mood takes me. This week it took me to knit a rainbow child sweater. So, I will talk to you shortly. Have a great time. Rolling down your street again, past your door. Guess you live there anymore. Years since you've been there, and now you've disappeared.